guys and girls, and welcome to another suggestions video. This one's called Increase Immersion via NPCs or through NPCs. I've split it into 5 different categories. First one, more NPCs generally. Second one, more aggressive NPCs with larger travel radiuses. Third one, more NPC to NPC interaction, including dialogue. Number 4, allow NPCs to gain experience or items. And number 5, brute and run monsters. So number 1, more NPCs generally. So what I'd like to see in the game is more men and women in towns, cities and villages, and more variation between them, both in terms of appearance and levels. More wild animals in the areas around the settlements. More thugs, bandits and muggers on the paths between towns and cities that are aggressive. Maybe some trade carts or escorts going between cities for emissaries. Maybe some monks or priests going on pilgrimages to different cities. Yeah, so just basically more varied NPCs throughout the game. Okay, number 2, so more aggressive NPCs, and the basic idea behind this is anything that would logically be aggressive and wouldn't pay attention to someone's combat level would be aggressive. So things like zombies, skeletons, rats, bears, muggers, etc., etc. You know, they wouldn't care what level you are. They would just go in. So that's my suggestion for that one. Number 3, NPC to NPC interaction. So got quite a list of different things here. I'll go over just a few in the verbally, and I'll put the document at the end as always. So wild goblins fighting with Lumbridge and Alcrid guards. So the goblins near Lumbridge having it out with the guards. The reason I suggested maybe calling them wild goblins is because of the goblin quests. I'm not sure if they were attacking, whether that would conflict with the lore or not. I can't really remember the quests, so that's that idea anyway. Thieves and gangs of thieves getting chased down and arrested by guards within towns and cities. Hunters trapping and attacking wild animals and vice versa. Black knights periodically trying to attack Falador, and white knights and guards trying to fend them off. Men and women in the towns going about their day, so not just wandering around in a small area, so doing things like going to the shops, having dialogue with the shop owners. Maybe once they've bought something, maybe they could look like they're carrying some sort of package or whatever, and then maybe that could be added to their drop table if you were to kill them. Occasional riots and drunk pub goers being calmed down and been detained by guards. I think that'd be quite a funny and fun thing to see. Random wild goblin raids and other kind of raids on towns and villages being fought off by the guards. Maybe like pirate raids coming in from the coast. Undead and scavenger raids on Varrock from the wilderness, so from the north. Things like that basically. As I say, I'll pop the rest of the suggestions in the document at the end of the video. So number 4, NPCs gaining experience and items. So I briefly mentioned this a moment ago, but men and women accumulating gold over time and then going to buy various things from stalls, and then these may become possible drops. Also, if they buy consumables such as food like cakes and things like that, then they may eat these during combat. Thieves accumulating gold, which would obviously have to be capped from stealing from men and women and shop owners, and the more they thieve, the higher their combat level and combat stats get, and items and money that they steal become possible drops. Monsters getting experience and leveling up, so this would obviously have to be capped as well, and also maybe have the experience rate slowed down or sped up possibly actually. Yeah, that's that idea as well. So number 5, brute and run monsters. So this is a suggestion I made years ago on the RuneScape forums, and it's kind of been implemented into the game in a roundabout way through the addition of superior slayer monsters. But what I'd like to see is it being a bit more prevalent, but less potent. So basically happening more often, but the variation between the monsters maybe not as strong. The way I'd like to see the levels change is based on like a sliding scale percentage. So the lower the monster's combat level, the higher the percentage of the increase in level if it was a brute. So for example, a level 2 goblin might become a level 4, which is a 100% increase, whereas a level 82 lesser demon might become level 94, which is a 15% increase. Hope that makes sense. If not, it explains it more in the document. As well as a change in level and combat stats, it'd be cool, much like the superior slayer monsters, to have either an increased chance of dropping some of the rarer loot on their drop table if they're a brute, or a reduced chance if they're a runt. I think this will add quite a bit of variation and make fighting slightly more interesting, maybe a little bit more challenging as well. So that pretty much covers all my suggestions. I hope you like them. Let me know what you think in the comments or on Reddit. And as always, thank you for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next video.